Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be installing the front and the rear light on this Raleigh bike. This is a Raleigh Felix electric bike with the Bosch active line motor. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this cover off to connect front and rear light on this bike. So here is the front light, here is the back light. So this is the cable we ordered with the specially designed Bosch connector. So that's gonna go for the front light, and then here is the cable for the rear light. So just gonna show you the lights. So this is the front light. There we go. So it has come with a cable, but it's not long enough cable, and also they are missing the connectors, the specially designed Bosch connectors, the one I just showed you. And this is the rear one. I made sure that the cables have two wires, so basically when you turn on the bike the light should come on, and then when you turn it off the light should turn off. So the light connections are behind this cover, so we're going to remove this cover to start off with. So we're going to be using our T20 bit to remove the cover. So there are 3 screws, okay. One here, and there's one underneath here. So the way the cover gonna come out is in this manner. Right, so just gonna show you the slots where we're gonna plug in the lights. So one here and one there. So both of the slots are covered by dust caps at the moment, so we're gonna pull out the dust caps and we're gonna connect the front and rear light connectors here. Right, so the front light it says that is suitable from 6 volt to 48 volt system, and the coverage is from 5 to 10 meters. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this light onto the bike. So the light's going to go here, just here. There we go. It's going to drive this nylon nut from the inner side. That's the light nicely been cured onto the front fork. We're gonna bring in the cable between these other cables. So just gonna rest it here. Alright, so next we're gonna drive in this cable through this hole here. I can see the cable from here. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tool here to pull the cable out from this slot here. There you go. So we managed to drive the cable through this tube here. So I'm just gonna leave the cable here as it is at the moment. We're gonna leave enough cable here so that it doesn't break when we turn the handle either way. Right, so before I connect the cables, I'm gonna slide in the heat shrink sleeve here, and then I'm gonna secure the negative cable to start off with. So it's highly recommended that you use soldering iron and the solder to join the cables together for stronger connection between the cables. In my case, I'm going to leave it as it is at the moment. I'm going to do that in future. There we go. So that's the negative cable connected. So now we're going to use a lighter to shrink the sleeve. Perfect. Right, so next I'm gonna slide the heat shrink for the positive cable connection. As I mentioned that at the moment I'm just doing it for demonstration purpose, and in future what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip the wires and reconnect them using a strong solder joint. So just gonna use the lighter to shrink the sleeve. Perfect. I'm going to use this tape here to protect the cable from splitting and also from rubbing inside the tube. There we go, friends. That's the front light cables nicely been joined together. Now what I can do is I can pull the cable gently down from here in this manner. We're gonna bring the cable in from the gap behind this plate like this. All the excess cable, all the extra cable, we can just push it back into the tube. So here comes the connector. Just gonna push it all the way in here. So that's the front light connector fully secured. So here what I can do is I can just pull the excess out and then push it all the way up the tube here like this. So that was the front light connector nicely secured onto this Bosch active line motor. Right, so next we're going to fit this rear light. So the way we're going to fit the rear light is that we're going to remove these fixings. Secure these fixings like this. Like this. Same on the left hand side. Basically the fixing here will secure the light from here. So basically it just slides on like this, and this is how it gets secured. So that's the rear light sitting in onto the bracket here. So just gonna tighten the nuts. There we go, that's perfect. That's the rear light fully secured onto the carrier. Right, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive this rear cable connector through this grommet here, and then in here what we've got is we've got a sleeve all the way to the light here. So that is the routing for the rear light cable. I'm gonna pull the grommet out like this. Now that I've pulled the grommet out, so next I'm gonna try pushing the cable in from this side. We've got the cable coming out from this side. Just gonna pull the cable in this manner. Now that we have driven the cable through this hole here, so I'm gonna fit the grommet back in carefully. So now what we're gonna do is just gonna pull the cable all the way out like this. Then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive in the cable through this cut on the mud guard like this. So that's the exact length we want. So now what we need to do is we need to drive in this cable through the sleeve here. See it? See the way I'm pushing it in from this sleeve here? So that should reach all the way at the back to our light. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we don't have any excess cable inside this mud guard here, because if we leave the excess cable in here, it's going to rub onto the tire and it's going to get damaged. I've got the cable from the other side already coming out. So that's the cable nicely been routed through this grommet here and through this sleeve which is inside the mudguard. So this cable is already out of the sleeve which is here at the back. Now that we've got the cable sticking out, so we're gonna drive it through this hole here like this. What I'm gonna do here is that I've got excess cable here, so just gonna shorten it a bit. There we go. Just gonna slide in the heat sleeve in here in this manner. Then is the negative cable first. There we go. Just gonna bring the sleeve, heat sleeve onto it, and then we're gonna apply heat on it to shrink it. As I mentioned before, this is just a temporary connection. What we can do in future is that we will remove the heat shrink and apply a solder joint. Slide in the heat shrink for the positive connection. And then gonna slide over the heat shrink here. Again, gonna do the same. Perfect. Just gonna place it here onto the carrier pipe. Right, here we go friends, that's the rear cable nicely been connected onto the light. Right, so next we're gonna connect this rear light connector into the connection here. So the bottom one, as I mentioned before, is for the rear light. So just gonna pull the dust cap off, then we're gonna slide in the connector on this manner. That's the connector fully home. Perfect. So that's both of the connectors, front and the rear one, nicely been connected into the motor. So next we're gonna fit the cover back on. So in order to fit the cover, we're gonna bring the crank in this position, and then just gonna fit the cover onto the motor. Two long bolts will go here and here. So you're gonna use T20 bit to drive in these screws. There we go. That's the top front one, and it's this one here. And then it's one small one goes under here, just here. There we go friends, that's the front and rear light nicely been fitted on this Raleigh Felix bike. So next thing what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the shop where we bought this bike from to update the computer so that we can use these lights. So basically these lights won't work by just connecting them to the motor. In order to make the light work, you'll have to take it to the shop where you bought the bike from and get the computer updated, and that's how the light's gonna work. So in our case, we got the bike from Halford, so we're gonna take it to Halford's to get the software updated. Right, here we have the bike after the software update. So just gonna press the power button on. There we go. So just gonna show you the front light working fine, and here is the back light, all working fine. So this light comes on when you turn on the bike from here, from this button, and it turns off from the same button. The software update is must have procedure before the light's gonna work. I hope you find my videos helpful. Thank you very much for watching the